Alright guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well and welcome to today's video. I just want to mention quickly, thanks for all the support on the last video. I kind of reached out a bit for a little bit of a uptake in the likes and the comments, and you guys did that. It was one of the best performing videos in my last 10 videos, so I appreciate all that support guys. If you could keep it going, that would be absolutely fantastic. In this video, this is the last episode of the current ARKPOC series, so this is episode number 8. We're going to be going out with a bang as we try and raid quite a big base with just myself and a couple of other people. It's a redwood cave base over on Crystal Isles. You normally get like the PvE Korean players building in here. Sometimes it's a mix, but they're always strange. They're always really well defended. However, they do often make a few building mistakes, which you're going to see here that we can take advantage of. And of course, going to be using the power of them freaking stegos. Now, if you're watching this video on the day of its release, which most of you do, Gen 2 will be but days away, and I've had so many people ask me about what I'll be doing for Gen 2 content. So when it comes to this DLC, I will be playing it by ear. However, I do have a rough plan in mind. I'd like to go to small tribes and see what I can do there with a good group of friends that I've played with before. And if we can make big things happen on the small tribes cluster, it can be really satisfying to play and it'll be really entertaining for you guys to watch. However, one thing I do know for certain is that I'm going to have an incredible amount of content for you guys. I've already got a whole ARKPOC series recorded, and I actually think it's the best ARKPOC series that I've ever recorded. That just all needs to be edited and put into videos, but it will take me several weeks to release that. So I'm not sure if I'll be releasing Gen 2 as and when it comes out, but we'll have to see. Depends what I discover, depends what kind of content I can get, depends how popular Gen 2 is on YouTube. There's no need for me to really super rush out the Gen 2 content if it isn't going to mean like a large bump in viewership. I'm sure a lot of you guys realize as a YouTuber, sometimes you want to get on the new trend as soon as possible because more people are watching YouTube videos for ARK, they want to see what's going on. But I found with the last 2 DLCs, it wasn't really like that for ARK videos, so I'm not going to absolutely destroy myself to try and get all of that content out at the time, as well as this fresh ARKPOC series which is coming out. So there will be an increase in content. I expect to go to 2 to 3 videos a week, which should be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. If you've been paying attention, you might notice that I'm only uploading Sundays at the moment and then sometimes on a Wednesday. I guess it can get a little bit confusing, but if you want to make sure that you see my content when it drops, of course there's always that option of turning on that notification bell. And it's worth mentioning actually that if you are interested in what I'm going to be doing for Gen 2, maybe recruiting new people to tribes, stuff like that, then always keep up to date with my Discord channel. Just go and join that channel. I don't spam it. It's not used as like a spammy Discord channel. There's no toxic stuff in there. It's just literally updates with ARK. You know, you can meet new people in there. Sometimes I recruit for my tribe in there and things like that. So feel free to join that as well. Links in the description, of course, with all of my other social links as well. So while doing this intro, the footage you've been watching on screen was of me going around with the trusty Stego Parasol Wyvern combination, seeing any bases I could raid, and I actually did raid this quite tricky base. It was tricky to do on my own. They had an incredible amount of ammo in their turrets for the kind of base that it was, and it was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. It's of course in the Dragon Cave on Crystal Isles, quite a common place for people to build in. However, it's very difficult to build well, and build in a way it's very difficult for people to raid because there are 2 different entrances. Now, once I was done with that raid, I headed over to the Redwoods and saw that there was a pretty substantial tribe built up in there. Now, I was on my own at the time, and I do start off just trying to raid this base on my own, just to give myself a challenge towards the end of the wipe. But we do eventually get some of the guys on as well, because it was way more difficult than I thought it might be, which is fair to be honest. By looking at it, it did look like it would be very difficult. But it's a very fun raid, lots of fun little tactics used. You're going to see it all goes a bit crazy in the end, and it was pretty juicy, as you would expect from a base like this. So that's it for the intro. Let's get stuck into the live gameplay. I don't actually know how close I can get before there's even a turret that shoots me here. Oh, been detected. They'll all be online in a matter of seconds. I haven't got enough C4 to blow the spam. Could try after it. Throw the steggy out just so I've got the timer going. A rocket as well, actually. Oh, okay, I can't stand there. Right, I can at least rocket that. Really? Right, that's gonna have to do. Come on, Steggy. Look at the little scribs in there. Look at them. They have so much gear. Give the golem a go. We might be able to soak a bit from the outside. Do that. Yeah, I can't soak any of the turrets. So I need to blow that spammeroonie. So while I was doing this raid, I was actually live streaming this via Discord with a couple of guys from the tribe. Once I got this going, they could see that there was potential here for a good amount of loot and a little bit of a fun raid to be had as well. So they decided to come over and help out with some extra soakers, Daedon, and obviously a bit more firepower. Yeah, boy. Christ, this might not make it out. Ah, no! Come on, Steggy. You can make it out. I believe in you. But that one plant's so annoying. Oh. So I definitely need some extra help here to do this. The main reason is the plant X are making it so that my stego goes so slow that if I try and push up to the plant X and blow them up, I'm in danger of it actually dying before I can pull the stego back out. If we go up there and push with multiple soakers, that will mean that both of us can take the brunt of the damage, someone else can follow up with rockets, C4, or even damage the plant X with the stegos. This is a really good example of how just heavy turrets aren't the be all and end all of base defense. Put some plant X in there and some Valonos well placed and it can make it a little bit more difficult for anyone trying to raid. Especially with the current meta where stegos are so strong, if there were only heavy turrets here, I would have absolutely just got in here by now, managed to either soak them all or run up with a stego rocket and blow all the defenses that they had. So making good progress here, but you guys know how it is. Sometimes you get a little bit impatient, and seeing as this was towards the end of the wipe, I decided to grab one of the wyverns that we had on us and just try and fly in there while one of us was soaking. There'd be a small chance that we'd be able to soak up enough of the turrets while flying through to be able to get into the base, and it was a little bit of an experiment as well. So I decided to grab the highest health blood wyvern I had there and just go for it. Yeah, that didn't last very long. Oh, I would have made it if I had parachutes. If... Oh, no. Leroy. Hello, he's done it. Damn, you blew a lot of them. Pretty good. Might be able to come take a bit of heat off you. Damn, son. You down the bottom. You probably look down the bottom if you want to. I'll just stay here so back up. Tell me if you're looking in there. Oh, you blew a lot of those, that's good. Alright, if I do this, we can put a tag team. Probably get through that gap. Should be taking most of the heat. We can basically go through the right now, no problem. Come on, Stiggy! So now we'd soaked almost all of the turrets that were there shooting us at the entrance and pretty much only had the plants left and the Volonos. But as you could see, even with good stegos, they were turning out to be a little bit tricky. We had, however, blew enough spam that we could see that with both of us pushing together, we should be able to push up in there, start rocketing, getting rid of a lot of these plants and a lot of these Volonos, and finally be able to get into the base.
Are we ready?
Am I doing rock one first or?
I think
you guys going
first? Yeah, you go in first.
Alright, you go through first? You have to do it past the gate, won't you? Do it there. You might have to wait till you're a fair bit in. It needs a lot of room, that thing. Here you go. You've got rockets to deal with this, you said? Nice. Do you want to do the rocket there? Nice. I don't think both fit. I'll blow a bit of this. I don't know, I can't fit through. Alright, okay, I'm through. Should we try and kill these Volonos? Stego's on aggressive. I can hit the Jenny here, the carrying this here. Yeah, we've got batteries in, remember. Might be able to hit some cabling.
Oh my god.
Ready?
Oh, you're okay, a bit of lag. Oh, the whistle neutral. This could be trouble. I'm stuck in a lot of manas here. I'm just like trying to pump it in.
Nice.
Oh, I can't. They're being so glitchy.
I'm trying to bring in the men off so I can just freeze too much.
I know the dead here right now. I'm thinking.
By the whistle. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pinned here, but we'll see. See if you can get that mana in. That'd be a game changer. Or the Giga. The Giga. I've been battling this stego ever since we got in, mate. It's just like... Oh. Oh, there's a freaking box there. If I can get to it, an outlet that's... Oh my god, its stego's just got me with its attack. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm dead here. Can't get out of it. God, why am I down here? This is outrageous. I know, it's like non-stop. If I can just swing that, it will turn those off. Right. Oh no, it didn't work. So as you can see, we're basically in, but of course, Ark's most incredible, ultimate, all-round tame, the stego, made it incredibly difficult for us. Of course, not only do they have an incredible amount of health, but they also had the bone skin on the stego, so I couldn't really see how much health it had. And of course, they can do you with the spike attack, which just does an incredible amount of damage. I know I go on about every single video, but stegos just still absolutely baffle me in this game, the fact that they changed them to be how they are. But that did make it a lot more difficult for us than it needed to be. So perhaps something to keep in mind if you're going to be offline and you need something to help you defend, or even if you just have a load of low-level stegos, just throw them out for defense, and they're basically like the best thing in the game to help defend your base. Now, obviously, it was a little bit tricky, but of course, we did manage to get the turrets down and then start blowing things up, start trying to loot and see what they had. Big bears, boots to the face, and these egg go split.
Where's my Reaper?
Any juice around here, Neptune?
Your kit's in that bag right here.
Nice. Not much of the kit, really.
Yeah, I may have took some of it, but...
Oh, it don't matter. That stego that like absolutely demolished us had a prim saddle on. That's pretty funny. Some of these guys like running around with hides and stuff. It always confuses me. This Giga killed a lot of things. Holy crap, yeah. Look in the Giga. Have you looked?
It's including my kit in there.
There's like heavy turrets in there and stuff.
Oh my god, there's 52 C4 in there.
Oh crap! Well, we got a mech anyway, haven't we? So that's actually a result though. Damn, look, rockets in here and everything.
Oh.
Ooh, a baby Managama, some med brews in here if you want them. In this fridge is blue. A baby magmasaur. Alright, behind door number 1. Just materials. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Gas. Door number 3. Empty cryos. Door number 4. Oh, blueprints, boys, but nothing good by the looks of it. So no big juice from this raid, although of course the heavy turrets and the C4 that we got are always useful. Especially when you consider this was kind of done on a whim, only took a couple of us, and of course, just a couple of trusty stegos. The Volonos, stegos, and Plant X made it way more tricky than it would have been without them, so it's something for you guys to maybe consider if you're going to build in a similar base location. Now, it does seem like every single wipe on ARKPOC, it's always a similar tribe that builds up in this redwood cave. They seem to be half decent farmers with a good amount of heavy turrets and bullets and even sometimes tech, but the gear they actually have doesn't seem to be that useful. Kind of frustrating, especially as it is pretty easy to raid this cave compared to some other stronger base spots. However, occasionally you will get a nice juicy raid from there, but not this time, unfortunately. So that's it for this video, and that's it for this ARKPOC series. A fresh ARKPOC series is starting in the next video, and it's an absolutely insane one. We do, of course, have Genesis 2 coming out this week, so make sure to look out for my Gen 2 content as well. Stay up to date with all of it by being subscribed to the channel with notifications on, as well as checking out my links in the description down below. I've got my socials in there and my Discord channel. Secret word for today's video is the word gen, so you could use it in terms of a generator for a base, or you could use it to talk about Gen 2. I think a lot of people will see the word Gen 2 or gen and not suspect that to be secret word because of course the DLC coming out very soon. There's some more of my videos coming up right now if you'd like to check those out, but that's all for this one. I'll see you next time.